Hey guys, so today we are gonna be ranking Game of Thrones characters. I've seen Game of Thrones maybe like five or even six times. I've even read some of the books. I didn't read them all, but I've read some of them. I've also seen House of the Dragon, so yeah, I'm pretty confident that I know a lot about Game of Thrones. So we can just jump into it. So right at the start we got Euron Greyjoy. So now I have to clarify that we are gonna be talking about the show version of characters, not the actual book version. Because if it was about the book version, I would put Euron here. But uh, the show version, I can put him here. He was pathetic and annoying, in my opinion. Rickon Stark, I will just. He's not even a character. The dragon spoke more than him. He didn't speak at all, so I cannot rank him because he isn't speaking. Yeah, Yara Greyjoy. Mm, I liked her more than Euron, but she was kind of forgettable. So just C tier, neutral. Okay, this guy, this little fucking brat is F tier. I hate him. I hate him from my entire soul. I was so glad when they killed him off. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, Ollie, he was called Ollie. Fuck you, Ollie. Benjen Stark. They ruined his character. He had so much potential. In the books, he is barely even a character. He is there, but there is not a lot about him. He's still missing. Um, I'll put him C tier. Okay, Grey Worm. Um, oh my god, what the fuck? B tier or C tier? B tier. Okay, I'll put him B tier. Now this guy, Ramsay Bolton, big villain in fiction. Perfect example of big villain. I laughed every scene with him, or not laughed. I I lived through every scene. I didn't really like it, but it was the purpose. Yeah, really cool villain. Like one of the best portrayals of absolute absolute psychopath or sociopath or what the fuck he is. Okay, Grandmaster Pycelle. Yeah. Um, I kind of hated him. He was kind of shit. He's F tier. This is Miss Sunday. Okay, I'll put her next to Grey Worm. They were on par with each other. Ghost. S plus tier. Best character. The best character in Game of Thrones. Okay, now Aemond. He was on the Night's Watch. He was a Targaryen. And he was a pretty cool old dude. So just put him B tier. Okay, this is Lyanna Mormont. She was a really cool character for her age. She behaved like an adult, which was really funny, and her death was kind of comedic. But yeah, the smallest character killed the biggest character, I guess. For those who don't know, she died while she tried to kill a giant, and she did it successfully. And he killed her, so they both died. Um, yeah, she's a B tier character, above Aemond, I think. Cersei. Cersei is an S tier villain, one of the best villains in fiction. If we don't count the end, we don't count the end of Game of Thrones. Fuck the end. It didn't. It doesn't exist. It never came out. Like it was just a bad dream. Just a bad fucking dream. Okay. Cersei is S tier, but she's not S plus. Like Ramsay is still better in my opinion. This is not Jorah, but Joer Mormont. It's father, Jorah's father. Yeah, put him. I'll put him top of B tier. These girls, I don't know their names. They are from Dorn. They are the sisters, the bastard daughters of Oberyn. Um, or I don't know. I don't even know if they are his actual daughters. But just fuck them. Fuck them. They are D tier. Okay, so this guy. Um, to be honest, I don't really remember his name. I know he's from the House Tully and he's a family of Caitlyn Stark, but I don't know if he's her uncle or her brother or what the fuck, but he was really pathetic and just a really weak character. So he's not D tier. I don't hate him, but he's C tier. Jojen and Mira Reed. They are on par with each other. And I don't know, honestly. I will place them here. I like them, but that was because they brought the sense of magic into the world when the three-eyed raven first appeared in Bran's dreams, and then they came, and I was really excited that there will be magic and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed the whole Bran story because I expected a lot more from it. But they are B tier. They were not particularly amazing, but they were not bad. I like them. Okay, let's say this is Drogon, because there are more dragons, but I don't know. Like, should we rank dragons? Or will I put him here? I'll put him here. We will not rank dragons, that's kinda weird. Okay, Barris and Selmy. One of the coolest night dudes ever, but the end ruined it. They ruined his character. They absolutely trashed it. The writing at the end was terrible. So he would be S tier, but just because of how he died, I will have to place him in a B tier, probably here. Okay, the mountain. We to clarify, we have mountain here, and we also have mountain here. This is the after his death, after the transformation. So before the transformation, he's an S tier. The actor is amazing. Thor Bjornsson, I think, was his name, and he was, I don't know if he still is, but he was the second strongest man on Earth, which is pretty cool, and he really conveyed the sense of like a mountain of muscles just watching you from the above. Like from almost all shots of him were from down up, and you really like felt the overwhelming presence of this beast of a man. So yeah, S tier for sure. Okay, so Daenerys. Whew. What could I say? The ending was obviously terrible. Like 80-year-old could write it better. Honestly, sometimes I just think about like, what if they did it on purpose? Like they asked themselves like, how can we fuck this up? How can we absolutely destroy this character? Like I don't understand why the ending was so bad, but she's still one of the main characters, and we have to remember that the first few seasons she was an incredible character. So I have to put her S tier. I have to. Not S plus, but she is S tier. And I've noticed we don't have any A tiers yet, but they will come. They will come. Like um, Tyrion. This is my favorite character from the show. I'm kind of biased. He is amazing. He suffered from the same thing as Daenerys, that he was incredibly smart, like incredibly, and that was like one of the best things to watch about him. That he was so smart, and like funny in a way, like not just smart and boring like a nerd, but he was smart and he displayed it in a fucking funny way. Like he totally destroyed everyone mentally. Like going into an argument with this dude would be impossible. Like he was a fucking top dog of wisdom. And then the last few seasons they completely destroyed his character. Like he was totally pathetic. His decisions were terrible, and like, why the fuck would you do that? But he's still S plus tier because just the first few seasons he really carried it. He There were a lot of good characters, but watching scenes with Tyrion were, in my opinion, the most interesting. At least at the start, the first like 4 seasons, his character was, at least for me, the best. Okay, this guy is the guy in the prison guard where Tyrion was in the Vale. He wanted to throw out Tyrion out of out of the prison, um, and he didn't understand what bribe means. But like seriously, he was not a real character. Like he was there for like a minute. He said like 3 words, and that's all. So he's barely even a character. Sansa. Yeah, Sansa is a true A tier. I hated her at the start, then she redeemed herself, and then in the end, she was kind of bland, kind of uninteresting. So yeah, she's an A tier character, in my opinion. This guy, I'm not sure if I don't know his name, but I'm not sure if it's him, but I think it's him. This is the guy uh, that Arya killed. I don't know if it's her first kill. I'm not quite sure, but she pierced his neck with her sword when she was with Hound in the tavern. And yeah, he was a side character. Just put him C tier. Just a side character. Beric Dondarrion. Yeah, this was in my opinion, an A tier character. He was pretty cool. I liked him. I don't know if he can be A tier. You know what? Let's place Jorah Mormont in A tier too, and also Barristan Selmy. Yeah, like this. We can have it like this. This is one of the wolves. I'm not going to rank them. Only wolf that is worth ranking is Ghost. He is the S plus tier. Let's put him here. He's the best. He's the best. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He didn't do anything bad. I love him. Okay, this guy. This is Sam's father. I don't know his name, and to be honest, I don't care about his name. I don't like him. Every scene with him, I was like, "Fuck this guy." I just don't know. Just something about the look. I would place him D tier. This is one of Jon's friends in the Night's Watch, and I think he's B tier. This is Ser Davos, the Onion Prince, or the Onion Knight, not Prince. Um, I liked him. He was pretty cool. He was the type of dude I would go on a beer with, probably. So yeah, um, I will I will put him A tier. I don't know who this guy is. He probably is one of the side characters. I don't know, so just put him here. This is one of the wolves, just put him here. This is the crazy hot chick, um, the Ramsay's girlfriend. She was crazy and annoying. Um, not much more to talk about here, so she's C tier. She deserves this spot, I think. This Balon Greyjoy, it's Theon's father, and to be honest, I didn't really like him. Not really likable character. He's D tier. To be honest, I will put this guy here. I really didn't like him. Okay, this is one of the commanders, or how I would how would I say it, or one of the knights in the Whale of Erin. Pretty annoying and insignificant dude. So I'll just put him D tier. But I liked him more than Euron. Euron can go and fuck himself. Okay, this is Brienne of Dart. Brienne of Dart, the strong, independent woman. She was really cool. I liked her story arc. At first, I didn't really like her, but the story was really good with Sansa and with Jaime. She gave a lot of character development to Jaime, which they later trashed because they are retarded. So at the end, Jaime decided that yeah, all the character development from the last 4 seasons can go and fuck themselves. Now I'm going back to Cersei. So yeah, but yeah, Brienne of Tart, she's an A tier character in my opinion, and I think she's behind Davos. Or no, no, no. And this guy is here. Okay, okay. This is Ned Stark. The fact that this dude was on the show not even a season, not even half of the season. He was there like for like 3 episodes or 4. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. And everyone remembers him. This is the true S plus character. I love this guy. He's not as good as Tyrion, but I really like him. He was like the archetypal. Okay, let's say just. He was a just character. Yeah, he's definitely S plus tier. This is the leader of the sect or the religious organization that helped people that Hound joined for a while, and he was not bad, but he's a side character, and I think he can go into C tier, maybe here. This is the Maester from Winterfell. I don't remember his name, but he was pretty cool. Yeah, he's a B tier character for sure. Just here. This is the Prince, the Martell Prince of Dorne. Don't know his name. He's barely even a character, to be honest. He didn't say much. He didn't do much. I think he died. I'm not pretty sure, but I think he died. Yeah, fuck him. uh, this guy. Yeah, this is Ned's. Ned's like one of Ned's knights, one of his friends, one of the closest ones to him, that died. When they imprisoned Ned, I think they killed him. So he was at the start, only at the start too. So yeah, he's B tier. This guy. This is the one of the wildlings. This is the guy that had a crush on Jon's girl, and he could change. He was one of the people that could change form, or how you say it, not form. That could change into animals or like put their consciousness into animals. He was a side character. I think C tier would be kind of fitting. Like this. Yeah, like this. Okay, Arya. Arya, apart from Tyrion, I think Arya had the most interesting story from season, from like season 1 to season 4, maybe, or season 5. I don't know when she went to Bravos, but after she went to Bravos, they completely fucked up the writing. It had so much fucking potential and they destroyed it. She became no one, or she learned the technique of the faceless gods, and she used it only once, and that's it. Her character was trashed into garbage, but I really would like to see a sequel to the show because at the end she went on a boat to west to search for a new continent, and I would. That's one of the sequels I want the most. Like about her going on a ship and just exploring and finding new lands. That would be so fucking good. So yeah, considering that at the end the character was completely trashed, I cannot put her S plus, but she's definitely S tier. Above Cersei, yeah, definitely S tier. One of my favorite characters from all shows. Definitely, Tyrion is probably my favorite character, and Arya is definitely number 2 or number 3. In the top 5 for sure. Marjorie. Um, she was really hot. That's all I can say. No, I really liked the how she played the Game of Thrones. Like everyone plays it differently. She knew her strengths. She knew what she knew what she should capitalize on, and she did really well. Her grandma taught her a lot. Her grandma was a total Chad, god tier character. So yeah, Marjorie, in my opinion, is an A tier character. Yeah, she should be A tier. Oberyn Martell, one of the coolest characters that was on a show for just like a few episodes. This is, you can try to prove me wrong, but in my opinion, this is definitely the best Pedro Pascal's performance of any show or any movie. This is the best character that he played, Oberyn Martell. This dude had a really interesting storyline. He went to the King's Landing just because of one thing, and that's the mountain that killed his sister and her children. And the scenes with him were really, really impactful. You could see that he was a good dude. He liked Tyrion. I would not go on a beer with him. I would go smoke a joint with him. That I feel like that's more of that type of dude, like for a quick smoke sesh. So yeah, and his death was really impactful and really frustrating because he won. He killed the mountain, but he wanted to flex. He needed to flex. He needed to make him say the words that, yeah, I killed your family. And he indeed said that. Mountain indeed said that while he was crushing his skull like a melon. So, yeah. Oberyn Martell is an S tier character. I cannot put him S plus. He was not there for so long. Yeah, I know Ned was also there for just a few episodes, but it's Ned Stark, come on. It's fucking Ned Stark. He's the face of House Stark. Love him. Gotta keep him there. Yeah. I don't know what's this guy's name, but he's also one of Jon's friends on the Night's Watch, so just put him here. And this is also one of the Night's Watch. His name is Pip, I think. That's the only one I can remember. Yeah, Pip. I'll put him here. This is Caitlyn's sister, I think. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it is Caitlyn's sister. And I don't know her name, but she's like the lady that rules the Whale of Erin. And she's batshit crazy. She's breastfeeding her 10-year-old son, which is fucking weird. Yeah, that's all I got to say about her. She's crazy. Put her C tier. She's not D. I don't particularly hate her, but she's annoying and crazy. Yeah, this guy was at first played by a different actor, and then in the next season they put this actor here. So for a couple of episodes I was really confused because I didn't know who this guy is. But yeah, they changed the actor. Beforehand it was like a dude with a longer hair and without beard. But yeah, this is kind of a bad boy character for Daenerys, and he's pretty funny at times. Sometimes he can be funny, but he's not so significant. So yeah, I think he deserves B tier, maybe somewhere here. Yeah, Missandei and Grey Worm are better characters in my opinion. This is one of the Whitelings. I don't know her name. She's like Isha Osha. I don't know. Yeah, like some weird name. Um, she took care of Bran and Rickon. They went to the wall, like Bran, Rickon, she, um, Hodor, and these two, Mira and Jojen. Mira, Jojen, Bran, and Hodor went north of the wall, and she, with Rickon, went back south, and they got captured by Ramsay, which held the castle of Winterfell, and she tried to kill him, but he killed her first. Yeah, that's her story. Pretty interesting side character. I'm afraid I will have to put her B tier. I will have to put her B tier, but there's too many characters in B tier. I will have to change it a bit. I'll put it here. Um, this guy was C tier, and these guys are C tier too, in my opinion. They are too much of a side character. Now we have too much in the C tier. Okay, okay, we can keep it like this. Didn't we already have Grandmaster Pycelle? Isn't it the same? Oh! Okay, sorry guys, I fucked up a bit. This guy is not Grandmaster Pycelle. This is one of the guys in the Citadel that was like a teacher to Sam or something like that. I'm not placing him F tier. This guy is not F tier. He's a C tier character. Another C tier character. Or will we put him D tier? No, let's put him C tier. He deserves it. This guy is D tier. What can we change? This guy is D tier too. I don't like him. Okay, this is Grandmaster Pycelle. F tier, straight into F tier. Fuck you. You are pathetic. I don't like you. Okay, this is Caitlyn Stark. She was pretty good. She could be a bitch at times. Yeah, I didn't really like how she behaved. Sometimes I didn't really like how she talked to Jon. That was really, really sad. She's an A tier character. And she could be like this. This is the woman that that Arya was supposed to kill, but she didn't want to kill her. She was an actress in Bravos. It's a side character, barely even a character. Put her here. This is... I can't even see him, but we all know who it is. It's our beloved Craster, the true king of harems. Yeah, kind of incestuous harems, but everyone's taste is different, I guess. Okay, let's not talk about it anymore. The Craster was a B tier character. I didn't like him. He was really unlikable. It was on purpose. But yeah, he belongs here. Maybe here, yeah. This is Podrick Payne. Oh my god, this guy. This guy is for the comedic relief. He was a really loyal dude to Tyrion and just a good kid. I like him. He was good, and he was sometimes funny in a way that he was stupid. Yeah, he was stupid in a way that it was funny. He looked like a chicken, like totally clueless what's happening. The best the best part was when Tyrion gave him some money to go into a brothel, and he came back and he gave the money back to Tyrion because the girls didn't want him to pay for it because it was so good. So yeah, this guy was a Chad. This guy was a Chad. He's an S tier character. I like him. I like him. He was a side character with barely enough screen time, but he's S tier. Still, I like him more than Sansa. So yeah, this is the pathetic ruler of Dorne. I don't know his name. He's a brother to Oberyn. I think Oberyn should have been the ruler, but yeah, this guy was older, I guess. Kind of, D tier character. Okay, this is another dragon. I will just put him here. Bran. Now let's talk about Bran. I really liked his storyline just because I was curious where it will go. It was magical. It was interesting. He had some sort of powers. It was intriguing. I looked forward for every episode to know more about Bran. But at the end, he became like a corpse. And his story was also completely ruined because they didn't know what they can do with him. Why didn't they just wait? Maybe because the books will probably never come out. I don't know. He was not bad, but they fucked up his character, so yeah, he's A tier. Um, Behind Sansa, yeah. This is one of Davos's friends, one of the pirates. Barely even a character, not really significant. Who is this? I don't know his name, but he was one of the prostitute guys, or how should I say it? Barely even a character. Let's put him here. This is the witch that bewitched. This is the witch that bewitched Daenerys. This is the witch that killed Khal Drogo, or caused him to be permanently paralyzed, and that killed the baby of Daenerys. So yeah, let's just put her F tier. Okay, Ed Sheeran, he was not even a character. He just was there for a while. It was kind of interesting. Like Arya went through the woods, and he was one of the Lannister soldiers. Okay, this is the mother of the three bitches, witches, snakes, snake girls. Fuck them. She's D tier. Sam. I love Sam. Sam is definitely an S tier character. Um, Behind Cersei. Yeah. This girl. This is one of the prostitutes from Winterfell that later went into King's Landing and then was killed by Joffrey just because he enjoyed torturing people. She was really hot. Yeah, she was a really hot redhead girl. So let's put her C tier. This was Ygritte, one of the better characters in my opinion. She was there when she was supposed to be there. Because Jon at the time had a promise to the Night's Watch that he wouldn't be with any woman, and he never was with any woman until then. Then he met her, and he had to choose between her and the Night's Watch, because she not only was a woman, she was a wildling. So yeah, that was really cool and really good character development for Jon, in my opinion. And what's a fun fact is that they are married. Like the actual actors of Ygritte and Jon Snow are married, or I don't know if they are still married, but they at least were married, which is really cool. So yeah, I will put her B tier. She was not on par with these characters, but she is B tier. I liked her more than Craster, definitely. She's top of B tier. She's the best of B tier characters. Okay, Melisandre, that's what her name is, or Melisandre. I don't know. This red priestess. Um, she's a B tier character. Maybe like here. Okay, Theon Greyjoy. Um, he's a B tier character as well. To be honest, at the bottom of B tier. Walder Frey, just an old fucking geezer. I really enjoyed him dying. They really nailed it. That they made him so unlikable. Because at the moment of his death, it was so pleasing. Like, he's probably, after Joffrey, his death is the most pleasing death in Game of Thrones, in my opinion. Um, I might put him A tier. I might put him A tier because we are not ranking them based on how we like them, but how good of a character they were. And yeah, the Red Wedding. Yeah, he's A tier. Okay, this guy really unlikable. I don't know what his name. This is the dude from the Night's Watch that didn't like Jon Snow and wanted him to even die. But he's not F tier. He was not only bad. He just didn't like Jon Snow. He liked the Night's Watch. He wanted only good stuff for the Night's Watch, but in a different way. So let's put him D tier. Definitely above these. Oh yeah, this is one of the assistants of Daenerys in the first season. She was one of the ladies of the night, or how should I call them? um, you know what? She was barely even a character. Yeah. Gendry. Yeah, that was his name. He was a bastard to Robert. Yeah, pretty likable character. I will put him A tier. At the bottom of A tier, let's say. Let's put Marjorie up here. Yeah. The mountain after the transformation. This may be quite controversial, but in my opinion, Mountain after the transformation as a character went downhill. Like the Mountain, the classic Mountain character is much better than this Mountain, and I would not even put him tier down. I would put him maybe like 3 tiers down. Yeah, this is where he belongs. C tier. This is the Pain dude without tongue. I don't know his name. I only know that he's from the House Pain and he doesn't have tongue. And he's barely even a character because he doesn't speak. So yeah, this is the. He had nickname like Fish of something like Fish something Fish. Yeah, he was from House Tully and he was an uncle to Caitlyn, I think. Yeah, I think he was Caitlyn's uncle or her dad, and he was this pathetic dude's father. So, yeah, he was pretty cool. Refused to give up his castle, even though it was obvious that his days were numbered. And he's definitely B tier, maybe like somewhere here. Okay, this was the guy that the Grandmaster, I don't know his name, but he made the mountain this. And he liked to play with wildfire, so I think he's C tier and he's quite fitting right next to the mountain. This is another of the wolves. I don't know which one. I'm just not ranking them. Bronn. So Bronn was a really good character. I really liked him. And let's just say that he's behind Podrick. I liked Podrick more, but he's still S tier. Like, really funny dude. One of the most humorous scenes were with this guy. Hodor. Let's just put Hodor here, behind Bran. It's Hodor. What can you not like about Hodor? Okay, this the Sparrow, or what his name? Yes, Sparrow. Fuck him. I don't like him. I fucking hate him. He's fucking piece of shit. Just like here. I don't know. This is nobody. He's literally nobody, and the name that he gave to Arya was made up. So, yeah, I don't even remember the name, but the name was made up, and he was such a cool character. I loved every scene with him, especially before the Bravos. So, yeah, but I cannot put him A tier because he's not that prevalent. He can be B tier here. Yeah, this is the Ice Dragon. Put him here. Okay, this was Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. His story happened before Game of Thrones, and it was said that he kidnapped Lyanna Stark, Ned's sister, and Robert loved her and wanted to marry her, but at the end the truth was that he loved Lyanna and Lyanna loved him, and they secretly married, and Jon was their kid. But we still don't know. We don't know what is the truth. That's what's beautiful about Game of Thrones, that you don't know the truth. It's based on who tells the story. So, yeah. Quite an interesting character, but considering the fact that we don't know a lot about him, let's put him C tier. Probably, maybe like, or yeah, C tier, C tier. What was that fucking sound I made? Oh my god, C tier, here, yeah, and this guy was here. Robert Baratheon. Oh my god, the embodiment of a perfect king. Yeah, I love this guy. This is the stereotypical fat king done in a great way. Like, this was exactly the type of dude I would go on a beer with and have a lot of fun, just talk shit and just laugh and do stupid stuff. And before the events of Game of Thrones, he was not like that. He was really athletic, really strong. He was a really good warrior. He used a great hammer, and he actually killed Rhaegar Targaryen. I like him a lot. He is definitely an S plus tier character. One of the goats. One of the goats for sure. This is the three-eyed raven. He was quite a boring character, but I don't know if you read some books, but in the books he's called Brandon Rivers, and he's like a couple 100 years old now in the story of Game of Thrones. But before, when he was young, he fought in a Blackfire rebellion. If you have time for it, just look into it. It was a really interesting and a really cool story that happened before the events of Game of Thrones. So just because of that fact, I will place him B tier, above Theon. Okay, Khal Drogo. Khal Drogo was a really cool depiction of kind of a nomadic barbarian type Chad dude. Yeah, Jason Momoa really did a great job here, in my opinion. So I have to put him A tier. He's not S, but he's definitely an A tier character. Maybe like here. Okay, Jon Snow. Um, let's state the obvious. Jon Snow is an S plus tier character for sure. At the end, he was all about his queen. So I'll just say that were like one of his only lines that he used in the last season. She is my queen. She is my queen. Yeah, that kind of fucked his character, but to be honest, Tyrion is also S plus, and his character was quite fucked in the end. So yeah, Jon is definitely an S tier character. I will put him maybe even above Ramsay. Yeah, yeah. This is the one of the Night's Watch people. I don't know. He was a side character, and let's just place him where he belongs. Barely even a character. Joffrey! Oh, our beloved Joffrey. We like you so much. We like every bit of your retardation and complete incestuous degeneration. Oh god. One of the best TV show villains ever. Definitely. The actor made such a great job that some people literally sent death threats to his house. That's how good of an actor he was. Like people forgot that it's just a character and not a real person, and they associated the character with the real person, so they hated the real person just because how great he played him. That just says something about an actor. Fantastic job. Fantastic job. Completely hateable character, which was the purpose. But I cannot put him to the level as Ramsay. But he is an S plus tier character, definitely. This is one of the children of the forest. Let's just put it here. Barely even a character. Okay, this is Tywin's brother. Tywin Lannister's brother, or Jaime's and Cersei's and Tyrion's uncle. Um, he's kind of forgettable, so I might put him D tier. Maybe here. Okay, this is Shireen, Stannis Baratheon's daughter. She taught Davos how to read, and then she burned at the stake as a sacrifice. Pretty sad, um, but she was not really impactful, so I will just place her C tier. Roose Bolton, yeah, Roose Bolton was his name. He was a really cruel and a really bad dude. He was like Ramsay without the psychopathic tendencies. He was just a cruel dude that did cruel stuff for the sake of his house. Ramsay was a cruel dude that did cruel stuff for the sake of fun. That's the difference. Okay, so yeah, he's honestly, in my opinion, a B tier character. I cannot put him any higher. Um, yeah, like this. I've noticed that she shouldn't be B tier. No, no, definitely not. She's A tier. She's an A tier character for sure. For sure, for sure. Above Caitlyn. Yeah. And this guy is B tier. This guy is definitely B tier. Like this. Okay, this is one of the tribesmen. This is the tribe that ate people. I don't really care about him, to be honest. Barely even a character. This dude. This is. I don't even fucking know how I remember. This is so interesting when you make tier list videos. That. How do I even remember this guy? I remember him. Yeah, I seriously remember this dude that was there for like 10 seconds. He's from the Bank of Bravos, I think. Stannis went there. Stannis and Davos went there because they wanted to lend some money, and he didn't want to lend them the money. Yeah, and that's basically all. So he's barely even a character, but I remember him. This Tommen Lannister. Um, he was kind, which was his weakness. He got used really easily by Marjorie, which was, but she was like one of the smartest political players there. So, uh, to be honest, she would wrap me around her fingers too. Let's just say that it wasn't really easy for Tommen. I would probably lose this battle too. I would probably end up the same as Tommen. Like, mommy, please, mommy. So yeah, Tommen is a B tier character, a top of B tier. Let's just say that. Top of B tier. I'm saying Liana. Liana, don't try to be so brave. Jamie. Okay, Jamie started as a very unlikable. He was like the prince in Shrek, even with the hairstyle. Exactly, he was the prince from Shrek. And at the end, he was such a likable dude. I would go on a beer with him, I would go hiking with him, or just play some cards. I don't know. Pretty cool dude. So, yeah, he's an A tier character for sure. And he's above. He's behind Sansa. Almost S tier. Almost S tier. I liked him. This was the trainer that trained Arya. I don't know his name. Um, but he was supposed to be like a really strong soldier, or not soldier, like a really strong swordsman. But he died. But just keep in mind that he had only a wooden sword and went against like 5 people. So yeah, didn't have much of a chance. But he's barely even a character. I will just put him here. He's really barely even a character. This is Viserys Targaryen. Fucking piece of shit bread idiot. That's all I can say about him. He was an idiot. A complete delusional idiot. But I really liked his death. Yeah, one of the most satisfying deaths in Game of Thrones history. So I don't want to put him D tier. He was not that bad, but yeah, he was a C tier character at the bottom of C tier. This is the night that was drunk, and Sansa saved him when Joffrey wanted to make him drown with wine, and he later thanked her by giving her a necklace. Kind of weird character, barely even a character. Put him here. Lancel Lannister. Yeah, so this guy was, in my opinion, pretty boring and insignificant. I also even forgot he existed when he reappeared with the sparrows. And it took me like a few minutes to realize, like, oh yeah, that's that dude. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna put him D tier. Hot Pie. Yeah, that was his name. Yeah. Okay. You know what? He wasn't really significant, but he's a B tier. Or yeah, he's a B tier. He's better than everyone from here. Let's just say that he's a B tier. I will put him here. Tywin Lannister. He's an S tier character for sure. Definitely, probably even higher than these guys. Yeah, right behind Tyrion. Fucking Giga Chad. Amazing political mastermind. I think he belongs in S plus. Oh yeah, I remember Loras Tyrell. That's his name. Okay, so um, in my opinion, he's a B tier or C tier character even. Wasn't really important. Um, I'll put him behind these guys. Yeah. Okay, Littlefinger. Littlefinger was one of the biggest political masterminds in Game of Thrones and was one of the greatest moving forces of the show in terms of what happened in the plot. But later in the story, he went completely dumb and like unreasonably retarded. I still don't understand why he sold Sansa to the Boltons and all that stuff. So the later seasons were just terrible. I cannot put him S tier, but he is definitely an A tier character. Yeah. Next up, this is one of the Bolton soldiers that cut off Jaime's hand. I don't remember his name, and that also makes him a C tier character because I don't even remember what's his name. Okay, this is a Lyanna Stark. She will go right next to Rhaegar, so they are together. This I don't fucking know, guys. How the fuck I remember all these characters? I don't know this guy's name, but I know that he is Davos' son, and he died in the Battle of King's Landing when Stannis tried to charge onto King's Landing. If I'm correct, I'm not really sure, but yeah, he's barely even a character. This guy, it's the Sam's brother, and he's also barely even a character. He's son of this guy. This is the. You remember when I said that this crazy woman is breastfeeding her 10-year-old kid? Yeah, this is him. This is him. So let's. You know what? Actually, he's a D tier character. He's annoying. If I'm correct, this is Meryn Trant. I think it's one of the first Arya's victims, or one of the first on her list. And she killed him in Bravos in a brothel. Yeah, he was pretty annoying piece of shit. So let's just put him here. I hate him. He's an idiot. Okay, Hound. Hound is for sure one of the better characters. The question is he S? He's not S plus for sure, but is he S or is he A? Bronn is S and Podrick is S. Yeah, I will have to put him here. Probably even above Cersei. I like him even more. Yeah, he's one of the best characters. Next up, who is? Okay, the fact that I don't even know like this face. I don't even fucking know who it is. I'm just gonna put a person here. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Let me know in the comments who you think this is. I don't know. Okay, this is again one of the guys. I don't remember his name, but I know that he served Starks. He got beheaded by Theon when he invaded Winterfell. When Theon invaded Winterfell, that is. And he was, I don't know, pretty boring old dude. But he was not bad. Let's put him C tier. This is Myrcella. Yeah, Myrcella. The fact that I barely remember her name tells you a lot. She is not really prevalent in the story. So let's just put her into D tier. She's not bad, but she's not good. This is Tormund. I love this guy. He is really funny in a stupid way. Like, he's a good dude that is not really educated. He's a barbarian brute type of guy. And I think that he deserves an A tier. Yeah, he deserves to be in an A tier. Okay, next up, the Mad King. Mad King is not really a character in the show. There are just some flashbacks, like 2-second flashbacks that are always repeating with this guy. But he caused almost all of it. He killed Ned's father and his brother. He was a complete psychopath. Yeah, I don't know. He was not really in the story, so I might put him C tier next to these. I'll just bunch them up together. Another wolf. Barely even a character. This is the old nanny that told stories to Bran. She was pretty likable. I'll put her B tier. I liked her. Okay, this is Olenna Tyrell. I I love this. I love this character. She's an old granny that knows how to play the game, and that's why she's an. You know what? She's not S plus. She cannot be S plus. Um, I'll put her above Cersei. Yeah, I like her more than Cersei, for sure. This guy, this is one of the wizards in one of the cities in Essos. I don't know the name, but he tricked Daenerys and almost killed her because he wanted to steal her dragons, but she got out. She managed to defeat him. I still don't understand how, but yeah, let's just put him in D tier. He's not really significant. This guy, I don't know his name. Again, this is one of the Night's Watch people that decided to kill Craster. They also killed Joer Mormont. Yeah, this is a piece of shit. Like, just put him in F tier. This guy. Okay, apparently this is some sort of Lord of Bones type of dude. I don't know who it is. I just know that he's a wildling and he barely even is a character. So yeah, just put him here. This is the Tyrell guy. Don't know his first name. I just know that he's the father to Marjorie, and he's also the son of Olenna. So yeah, he was pretty pathetic. Yeah, he was pretty weak. So I'll just put him C tier. This is Renly Baratheon. He was playing or trying to play the Game of Thrones at the start. He was trying to get a throne, even though he had an older brother, which had the bigger claim to the throne, but he decided that he's better suited for the throne, and he died because Stannis made, or how should I say it? Yeah, he literally made um, some sort of demon with his Melisandre, and they sent him to kill Renly. So Renly died. Yeah. He was not really important. He was pretty funny, but really cocky and like didn't really respect people enough, and that's why he ended like he ended. So I'll put him B tier. Okay, now Robb Stark. A really controversial debate. Everyone loved this guy, but in my opinion, he wasn't such a good dude as everyone thinks. Like, he made horrible decisions, and yeah, he was. Don't get me wrong, he was not a bad character, but not S or S plus tier. Definitely not. I'm putting him A tier, and let's just figure out where. Yeah, below Drogo, below Khal Drogo, above Hodor. Yeah, that's where he fits. Okay, this is Little Sam. I think this is the kid of Sam's girlfriend and Craster, and he barely even is a character, so put him here. The Night King. Oh my fucking god, guys! Let's just say it like it is. This is a character with completely ruined potential. The whole show was building up to the moment of the glorious battle against the Night King, and he died like that. What a shame. What a fucking shame. By the way, this Night King was played by an actor from my country, Slovakia. So yeah, that's one fact. The only actor from Slovakia is was playing the Night King. But that's besides the point. He's definitely not S tier or S plus. Let's just say that. He's definitely not. And I would even say that he isn't even A tier. It's a B tier character at max. Gonna put him at the top of B tier. Just to be fair. Okay, this is one of I don't even want to know her name. This is one of the ladies that worked for the Sparrow, for the High Sparrow. Was it his name, High Sparrow? Was he really high? Maybe he was just high all the time. I don't know, but I hate her. Fuck her. Okay, this is Stannis Baratheon's wife, which I don't know name of, but I don't really care about her. She let her own daughter die at the stake, burning and screaming just because she thought that some fucking imaginary god will give them victory in battle. And right after that, she went and offed herself in game, of course, in game. So yeah, she was not a really good character. She's not F, but she's D tier at max. Is there seriously a cat? Yeah, that's a cat. I don't even know that. This is probably the cat that Arya was chasing all the time, but barely even is a character. Okay. Yeah, this is Shay. It's Tyrion's mistress, and I don't know. She was stupid, annoying, and at the end, she betrayed Tyrion and then slept with his father. So she was kind of a bitch too. But she's not an F tier. She was not like evil. She was just stupid girl doing kind of bad stuff, but not evil stuff. So I'm gonna put her at the bottom of the D tier. This is one of the guys in Meren or Mirin or I don't know how you say that. The city in Essos where Daenerys was ruling for a while, and he was one of the slave owner guys, or before he was a slave owner, and I don't really care about him, so just put him in D tier, maybe like here. Okay, another wolf, barely even a character, Stannis Baratheon. Okay, Stannis Baratheon. You know what? He was pretty lame. Most of the time, he was pretty boring and like really stubborn, but that's just his character. He's all about it. No fun, just being serious all the time. So, but that makes him not so likable. So I think he is a B tier character, interchangeable with Renly. But actually, he did a lot of stuff, a lot more than Renly. So okay, just put him. I'll just put him here, above Craster. This is Robb Stark's wife. I don't know her name. She was hot, yeah. That and that's it. That's basically all there is to her. She's a D tier character. This guy worked for the Lannisters, and he was the leader of the city guard, I think. But then they sent him to the wall, where he was just shitting his pants all the time and wasn't capable of doing anything. So he's an F tier. This is the king behind the wall. To be honest, he was pretty cool, but I expected more. I expected more from the king behind the wall. But then Stannis showed up with like 10 times bigger army and horses, and you know what could he do? What could he do? So he cannot be as high as the Night King, but yeah, he's B tier. He's B tier for sure. Varys. I really liked his political plays, and he was not a bad dude. He was just his philosophy was helping the realm. What is good for the realm? At least he said that. I'm not really sure. We can sometimes make a video and talk about it, because I heard a lot of theories. Yeah, I liked him a lot, but similar to Tyrion, as soon as he went into Essos to Daenerys, his character just kinda went down. But still, he's an S tier in my opinion. Definitely, definitely one of the key players of the Game of Thrones. Yeah, this girl. This is one of the no-faced god girls or servants, or how to call her. She tried to kill Arya. She was beating her up and doing bad stuff to her. But she was not an F tier character in my opinion, so let's just put her D tier. This woman, I don't even know if her name was even mentioned in the show. This is Roose Bolton's wife. Yeah, this is this guy's wife. And he had a bastard, which was Ramsay. And he was his only son, but then he found a wife and made a child with her. So what did Ramsay do? He killed his father and he gave this poor woman with his brother to the dogs and they ate them alive. So yeah, it's a poor woman which was barely even a character. So yeah, just put her here. Jorah Mormont. He was an incel and 40 plus year old dude being in love with a teenage Daenerys, or at least in the books she's teenage. Kinda weird, but not a bad character. I liked him and I think he was better than Sansa. So he deserves an A, so I'll just put him here. Next up, the giant. This is, I think, the giant that Lyanna Mormont killed, but I'm not really sure. I'll just put him here, barely even a character. This dude was in the same city as this wizard guy, and was also member of the council of the city. And he wanted to marry Daenerys, and he offered her like riches and stuff like that. But he betrayed her somehow. I don't remember. I don't exactly remember the plot, but he betrayed her, and he was sealed in a dungeon forever. That's basically what his story about. Wasn't really interesting or important, so he's D tier. Next up, this is Sam's girlfriend. It's one of Craster's daughters and wives at the same time. Craster. What the fuck? Why do you do that? She's C tier. She's not really important. And last but not least, we got Toros from Mir. He, the same as this woman, is one of the red priests. But he's kind of different. Because he looks like this. He's an alcoholic dude that does stuff that he don't understand anything about, but somehow he managed to bring back Derek Dondarrion 7 times from the dead. Not really important character, but also really important because he brought back this dude like 7 times. So I'll just put him in B tier. Yeah, and this is it. This is the complete tier list. Yeah, I'm just gonna go slowly like this. You can check it out. This is the final tier list. Let me know in the comments if you disagree on something or you want to prove me wrong with something, or I forgot something. Just let me know in the comments and I will reply to all of you. And as you might have noticed, this is my first video on this channel, so just hit the subscribe button. I will do more stuff like this. This is not my first channel. I am an artist. I'm drawing, but I've decided that sometimes I would like to just sit here and talk about stuff. I will be talking a lot about shows, history, animals, or stuff like that. Or you can even let me know what you would like to see in the comments. And let me know what tier list should I make next. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.